Seth, do you ever want to help society?
Like killing someone? Or
No, I just meant just never hitting
Can't be
record
me.
and just telling us you're actually recording. And then being like, yeah, it's a cut.
Oh, man.
40 minutes later, just being like, it's a cut. And then tell me 2 weeks later, like, man, the footage didn't make it. I could really go for a beer.
The rules are up and the points don't matter.
You can't do that again.
It used to be that way.
So
I can't post that same reel.
we are drinking Columbus Brewing Tracksuit Santa Spiced Holiday Ale. He is in a tracksuit and he's on a motorcycle. We are drinking Tracksuit Santa because we could not find Citra Noel that Kenny loves so much.
It's one of the best beers on earth.
Yeah. Kenny's a little salty about it. Kenny, you want to elaborate or give us some feedback on maybe a message to Columbus Brewing about Citra Noel?
I'm salty.
That's it? That's all you got? I feel like that's not going to sell.
I want you to go on a rant.
Yeah, we want to rant.
All right, listen. I buy at least 3 6-packs of Citra Noel every year. Okay? If you want to maintain my business of 3 6-packs every year, and that's the only beer that I really buy from your brewery, 3 a year. Think about it. $30.
Missing out.
Maybe 36 last year. If you want to keep my business, bring it back. Bring back Citra Noel. If you don't want to keep my business, I will probably continue to buy part of a 6-pack of Columbus beer. You will lose out of $17 a year if you don't bring back Citra Noel.
I do think that I buy you CBCs pretty regularly when we go to the bar, though.
You will lose out on $7 if you don't bring back Citra Noel. A year. That might not sound like much, but 3 years' time, that's 21.
Are we talking about $7 in 2023 or $7 in 1988 when they started?
$4 a year, maybe, if I buy myself a CBC once in a while. Maybe sometimes I buy a regular CBC IPA.
Bodie?
Maybe sometimes I buy you will lose out on $1 a year from me if you bitches don't bring back Citra Noel Christmas beer. Welcome to the Malt Vault Podcast. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, by now you've seen us. This has been Christmas. We're getting ready for the new year. So, yay. We thought we'd end the year on tracksuit because we know that everybody's worst New Year's resolution is going to get to the gym. So let's get in the spirit of Christmas / New Year and burn some calories. 160 for this beer. What do you smell?
At least 10 muscle ups.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
But not limited to 1,000.
I don't know.
What do you guess?
Smells really
17.
good.
17 calories?
Yeah. What about the burpees, though?
Ooh, the burpees will get you.
I did 150 burpees the other day
Yeah, that's a problem.
and some rowing, and it was 400 and some calories. So that was my pack of Bud Light.
Smart.
Lime or
Bud Light?
It was lime. I'm getting sick of it, though.
I get it.
Feeling a little like you're not yourself.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Get it. This comes to us from Columbus Brewing Company.
7.8. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a strong ale.
As Brett Sutherland
Everything can
pointed
be
out,
strong.
it's 7.8% alcohol
Yeah.
in a 12-ounce can. This was a 6-pack can. Where'd you get this, Nick?
I got this at Kroger. So you can find this at your local Kroger, Giant Eagle, maybe Aldi's. I don't know. They might sell it.
They don't.
Nope, they don't.
No.
Kenny,
I
you
told
heard
him. I told him.
Did not hear it here first.
Told him not to sell it. They listened.
Kenny Cookback, influencer of Aldi.
It's $13 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
That's high.
It is.
I don't like it.
High as a kite.
Not that high. I don't like it. I don't like $13 for a 6-pack of beer.
This beer came out in 2020, which makes me kind of think your rant about Citra Noel. I wonder if they brought this in here to phase out Citra Noel. Like, we're going to have them 2 years. Well, we would, but they're not going to respond to Kenny.
I'm gonna tag them like crazy.
You think Eric and Beth Bean are going to be really shitty about it?
Maybe.
Those are the owners. Right?
What's the alcohol
Eric?
percentage on this? 7%?
Yeah, Beth Bean. BB.
7.8.
7.8. What's the IBU on this?
This IBU rating is 34. 34.
Okay, so Citra Noel was a 7.3% and 35 IBU. So a little bit spicier, or a little bit more bitter and a little bit stronger. No, a little bit weaker and a little bit more bitter.
Untapped doesn't even classify this as a holiday ale, even though that's what their can says. They classify it as an herbed or spice beer. So
Where's the can for this one?
right
Right
here.
here.
It says a holiday ale.
Yeah, it says spiced holiday ale,
Yeah.
but
So
they
Citra
have
Noel was
spiced
marketed
herb.
as a hoppy holiday ale. Yeah, you might be right. They might be phasing out Citra Noel and putting this in, which is sad.
It's a damn shame.
I did email them to find out if they were going to put Citra Noel out this year.
Did you get a response?
I did not.
I
Not
didn't-
even a generic one.
I don't think Brett's a fan.
No,
No.
Nope.
It's not Bud Light.
Never tasted a beer I didn't like. Let me see.
Brett and I are on the same page. We like the similar beers.
Oh, it's nutritious and delicious.
So you would. This is going to probably trigger Kenny, but the spices that they use in this spiced and herbed ale is cardamom, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and the infamous allspice.
It's bullshit. You can't call it spice allspice.
It's all the spices.
Yeah, they just threw it all in there. It's like a cauldron.
We've talked about this.
There's a witch with a giant broom over a cauldron. She's like, allspice.
I don't know about that. They just pour every spice in there and then say it's allspice. It's one spice. None spice. I added none spice. Doesn't make sense.
There you
I
go.
don't think you're wrong.
It does taste a lot like Citra Noel.
Yeah.
Does it? I was gonna ask you.
They're just rebranding.
Yeah.
Maybe
really?
a little
So-
trendy.
It tastes like I've
Tastes-
never had that
it tastes
either.
similar.
So
It
Neither
tastes
have I.
similar. It's yeah.
Noel was too religious for them.
Oh.
wait, was it still Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
Yeah,
same.
same
yeah.
company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scott might be onto something. We're being joined by Santa Scott over here with his hat.
Shalom.
Assalamu alaikum.
I appreciate you guys having me.
You just got a Santa
welcome.
Shalom. Those don't come very often.
Santa comes.
You might have actually heard it here first.
Santa comes once a year. Katie.
Not if he's a good man.
Yeah. Treat people right. Treat Santa right. Let him come more than once a year, please.
Speaking of tracksuits, Nick, what do you got there?
I got this is the closest thing that I have to a tracksuit. This is a Santa onesie.
Yeah. How are your balls?
Tight.
Tight.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the heat.
Oh, it's breathable.
Yeah, I smell it from here.
That's the nutmeg. That's what I've added to the hops.
You should call your wife Nutmeg.
She typically is.
Oh, jeez.
That's her nickname.
Her name's Megan.
Do you still have balls?
Yeah. I did have a vasectomy, so I can just blow my load anywhere though.
All right. The 69th wall has been blown.
To be fair, you could have blown your load anywhere before.
I thought that's where we were going here. You
Yeah.
asked me about my nuts.
That's you asked about mine
I'm
first.
shooting blanks,
Okay.
as are you now,
Prove it.
because your balls are so hot.
That's yeah. I think they're still under the temperature of Best Buy temperature.
What is
Best served at.
Best Buy temperature?
I don't know. It's
Not
like
the store Best Buy. He means
Freezer
like
use
the Best By date.
the Best Buy date.
They're best served at temperature. They're still
DY.
within that safe range.
Yeah.
Nick's balls are like a broken Kroger fridge.
Get that dairy out quick.
Out quick.
So we got this in a 6-pack. Back to the beer that we're having. Thanks, Seth, for that from the casting couch over there. Got this at Kroger. The current owners are Eric and Beth Bean. That's circa 2004. It was originally started in 1988 by a gentleman named Jeff Edwards, who actually partnered with a Cameron Mitchell to have a restaurant. In which case they actually had a lawsuit because once they sold it, the beans wanted them to close the rights. Eric and Beth Bean, the owners of Columbus, wanted to get rid of the name from that restaurant that was partnered with Jeff Edwards and Cameron Mitchell. So they got rid of that restaurant altogether. So, but it was not originally a Bean production. It was, I can't look at Brett right now because his posturing of face makes me want to laugh.
That makes sense. So they still have Citra Noel and Tracksuit Santa. Both of them are on their website.
Okay.
It still says Citra Noel is available, but we haven't seen it anywhere.
Not this year.
So where?
So it's getting phased out, I think. We live in Columbus.
So yeah, and why haven't we seen it?
Why haven't we seen it?
Why haven't you emailed us back?
Everywhere. Yeah, it
Seems like
fine.
Is it?
This one's okay. I like it.
It's not bad.
It's no Citra Noel.
No, the blue can really does it better for me than this teal.
You know, Tracksuit Santa gets on 3,000 reviews on Untappd, gets a 3.78, which I believe is our top
Out of
rated.
what?
3.78 out of 5.
How many people?
3,000 people.
Okay.
So low.
Yeah, but this actually has.
It's new.
So obviously, I stated the allspice and other spices, but they specifically, mentioned orange peel and Indonesian cinnamon. So maybe there's something special to the Indonesian cinnamon that we don't know about.
It's from
different than-
Indonesia.
Do you taste
It's
the
regular?
Indonesian cinnamon?
Cinnamon?
Can you tell the difference?
It doesn't really taste
Cinnamony.
that special. I'm not really sure.
Tastes like a gingerbread cookie to me.
Oh.
Does it really?
I thought you said you didn't like it, Brett.
I don't.
What's your favorite
I don't like
time to
gingerbread
consume
cookies.
gingerbread
Yeah,
cookies?
I don't think gingerbread cookies are good.
Understood.
You just eat them.
Do you like ginger
I don't
snaps? Because
eat
they're
gingerbread.
good.
I don't know what that is.
You've never had a ginger snap cookie?
No.
Oh, so good.
Tastes
it
an
different?
awful lot like a gingerbread cookie.
Yeah.
New name.
It's the original.
Rebranding.
Yeah. So
No, wait. So did you say this was 3.7? So it's like one of the highest ones?
3.78.
But 12 people reviewed it. Is
No, 3,000. 3,000 people.
Yeah, 3,012. So the entire population of this road.
Of this road.
It is the highest reviewed beer on Untappd that we have had. We have had two at 3.77. This is a 3.78. But the two at 3.77 also had a small following. So if Columbus Brewing, if all of their employees get on and give it a high rating, it will have a high rating.
So maybe hot button topic. If you have a small, newer beer, the sample size is going to warrant bigger results until, you get something like Old Milwaukee that has a 2.7 or 2.5.
Size doesn't
That's
matter.
been around.
Is what I'm told.
Yeah, big beer
no.
doesn't necessarily mean good reviews.
it absolutely matters, right?
Yeah.
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 That's
Yeah.
a lie ladies tell us.
Definitely matters. We just try to make you guys feel
Good.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
If you make enough money, you can buy toys.
You guys
it doesn't
just
matter.
try to make us feel comfortable. You guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Calling me gay?
No, I didn't say that.
It wouldn't be a problem if I were.
we'll see what you are next week. Right, Kenny?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, we're making fun of Nick. Got it.
No one.
Never.
2015, they brew at a capacity of 12,000 barrels per year, so definitely under the craft beer umbrella. I don't really have. Hold on.
No, well, I'm not gonna wait for you.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
waiting.
But
Mr. Quickpack, why don't you give us some info here?
yeah,
What kind of info do you want?
All of it.
I'm upset that they got rid of my favorite beer and replaced it with this cheap knockoff Tracksuit Santa. What's he riding? A 3-wheeler on this?
Yeah,
can?
he's riding a trike.
Why?
Do you remember the time that you fell into a pond on a 3-wheeler?
I didn't fall. I was thrown.
No. I
I
saw
wasn't
it.
even driving.
Yeah.
I was in the back seat. I was thrown as if from nowhere. I was
Cast.
ejected. I was
Ejaculate.
ejaculate.
Like your father
Yes,
did for you.
a long time ago. Yes, like when I was
maybe 34 years ago.
maybe. Yeah, I do remember that now that you say it. That pond water tasted similar to this beer.
Oh,
I thought you said you liked this
Yeah,
because
I'm
it tasted like Citra Noel a little bit.
It does. It does.
hurtful.
I'm kind of sad that they are just switching it out, though. I feel like they're trying to market something new. I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like we're assuming. We don't know for sure.
But that's all we do on the Malt Vault podcast is assume.
Assume we have no.
We have some facts, but it's mostly
Some,
our own
but it's
thoughts.
mostly-
Can I ask a random question? Has anybody but Nick looked for Citra Noel?
I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Giant
You don't have to
Eagle,
get mad.
Kroger.
Scott's trying to say that I can't. I'm not observant enough to find
No,
it.
I love you. You're nice.
Giant
I love you.
Eagle.
You're nice.
Giant Eagle, Quick Pack, Kroger.
Here's your seat and helmet.
No, you don't have to wear the helmet when you sit
Look
down.
at Nick reading the room.
I know you too well.
A few moments later.
I will say, regarding the beer, just like the last one,
Look at you. Look at you.
You're growing.
the more you drink it, the more it becomes okay.
Okay.
Not
Palatable.
good.
Not good.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
palatable.
I couldn't disagree more. I thoroughly enjoy this beer.
Really?
Yeah, I
it's,
like
it's
it.
not Citra Noel, but I agree with Kenny here.
I know, but Brett and I are
Yeah.
on the same page with beers.
getting
So
there.
They will.
Yeah.
They are planning on
I would
phasing
agree.
out.
Let
We
the
like
record
water.
show that you both
Yeah.
would prefer Bud
beer.
Light.
They won't make two Christmas beers that are this close in taste. This tastes close to Citra Noel. I'm upset because I do like this beer, so I'm upset because why change what you had that was pretty much the same thing?
and very successful.
you wonder why though? Like, why did they? Was
I think-
Citrus Noel not, or is it citrus or Citra?
Citra.
Citra Noel,
Oh,
was
it's
it not
so-
successful?
No,
Well,
it
it was
very
successful.
successful,
It
yeah.
just it looked
was at a
more
lot of
vintage
bars.
looking, and I think they were trying to do something sporty and cool.
Okay, so why not just change the can? Why
Like
are you
rebrand it.
changing-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
agree.
think that I don't know that I've seen this a lot. I feel like I've seen this a lot with a lot of these small craft breweries. Is they just kind of hit you with something new. They
Is
just
it-
want you, we're at a place where everybody wants to try something different. And
Yeah.
you want to be the guy
Yeah.
that shows
Yeah,
up
that's
with a new 6-pack of something. And if you just show up with the same thing, it's boring. And then there's so much.
You
the
don't wanna
market
be
is so
stagnant.
saturated with different things
Yeah,
that you want to be the guy that brings something new that no one's ever seen.
right.
Is-
And I
is
think
CBC a small brewery.
Relatively, absolutely.
yeah, relatively
We
compared
just have
to
it a lot here.
Here,
Yeah.
it is very popular because it's Columbus.
Yeah.
But I don't know what their distribution is outside of
12
Ohio.
in 2015
Not
they did
big.
12,000 barrels a year, so not
small.
huge, right?
That's
Kenny,
total
you-
barrels with everything. All of
Yeah,
it, or
all
just
of their
this one?
beers.
Oh,
In 2015, so things have changed. You probably have ebbs and flows with COVID, right?
Do we have?
Kenny, you bring
do we
up-
have like an internet we can look it up and see what they
That's
do now?
the most recent number that
Oh.
they've announced.
2015?
Yeah,
Nearly a decade ago? That's strange.
Yeah. Well, Kenny, so Kenny, I want to piggyback on what you said though, right? Everybody wants to do something fresh. Everything that I have personally read regarding the craft beer revolution is that it is a super saturated market. So I think you're onto something when you're saying that, because they're like, instead of something that maybe we all agree with, if something's not fixed, or something's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to reinvent themselves to make themselves more palatable and marketable, widespread.
Yeah, they're just changing it up unnecessarily. But
Yeah.
it probably is. They've probably done some marketing.
And marketing is
They've
probably
for sure done more marketing research than I have, and people see something like this at the store and they say, "I haven't seen this before.
let me
I'm gonna
try it. Yeah.
Where they see Citra Noel, they might have it. They might have had it. They might have liked it, but they're like, "Oh, I've had that. Oh, let me try something new." And I feel like that's a very marketing wise.
They probably look at like
smart move. Yeah.
ROI.
Yeah.
Is Citrus
Yeah.
Noel gonna keep going?
Survive.
Yeah.
Is it
Or
gonna survive?
do we need to come up with something new
And just reinvent
and
the
reinvent
Christmas-
it?
So
yeah.
here's just an opinion question. Do you think that we're the minority? That we like something, we latch onto it, that's a dying...
No, because you have a Great Lakes Christmas ale, and they do the same thing every year,
and it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
and people buy it nonstop. But if you have your tried and true one that you always buy, why would you? I don't know. Maybe
Change
Christmas
it.
sales are a different market.
I
Obviously,
still,
they're
I
different.
still stick with my original statement that Citra Noel is too religious, so they're trying to move away from it.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to continue to push.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And it is. It's also delicious. I don't think we're the minority. To answer your question, I think people see the things that they like and they continue to buy it. That's why we have huge beer companies that are uber successful
I wonder if
and continue to be successful.
I wonder if Noel, Oxford Dictionary defines Noel Christmas,
Not holiday.
Maybe they're trying to be more
Inclusive.
universal.
Yeah.
a term signifying Noel comes from the Latin verb nasi, meaning to be born.
Wow.
In
Christ
the book
was
of
born.
Ecclesiastes, the birth of Jesus is called Natalis. A version of this word Nael made its word into Old French and became Noel.
Do you have an
Noel
opinion,
means
Brett?
the birth, so it's
No,
like
I
a very
agree.
We're doing a lot
it
of
would
talking
be a very
over here.
Christian term, essentially.
Yeah.
Old Latin, I don't know. It could be.
I get it. They want to be inclusive. They don't want to exclude any individuals.
Yeah.
That said, they could rebrand Citra Noel. They don't have to change the beer necessarily.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
changed it a
on a
little
scale of 1 to 5, like sip, one and done, or shotgun, or drink a whole bunch of this, what would you put it at? Was
Wait a
this something
second.
that you're grabbing a 6-pack and you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to slam this all night?
Can you go over the 1 to 5 again?
Yeah, so
Where we're at here?
1 would be like, I want to sip this
Okay.
and
Slowly.
maybe be done after 1, right?
Okay.
1 and done, like I'm going to drink it quick and then I'm going to move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like probably your 2.5 to 3, right? And then shotgun is like, I want to drink this as quickly as possible, as many as I can. Obviously, you're not going to shotgun it,
Because
but
you love it.
Because
Yeah.
you love it.
because you love it.
Okay.
yeah.
So 1 is mediocre, 5 is the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you say, Kenny? Kenny Quickpack?
So it doesn't have to do with like how heavy it is or how.
Yeah, I just want to know how drinkable is this? Is this something that you're like, I'm gonna get 6-pack
Yeah, like, would
and
you
I'm gonna
like it
drink this
enough?
quickly because I want to get it over with? I barely want to drink this because I hate it, or I'm like drinking a lot of this because I like it.
Go to a 3.
Okay.
It's a boring answer.
Because we've
What
had
would Citronella be? Citra Noel. Sorry.
4.
Okay.
we've
I just
had
wanna see how it
beer. We've
compares.
had beers where Kenny's like, I would drink 1 and I'd buy a 6-pack and hand it out.
Yeah.
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 I'd drink 1 and hand out the other 5.
This one costs.
$12.99, I think.
Just exit it out instead of.
I think it's $12.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, that's.
Still.
It's expensive for me, but I would say that's reasonable in this market. That's a normal price. It's not 14. It's not.
Nick, what's your view on this?
I'd probably give it a 3.5. Honestly, I like it. I think the can itself is pretty cool.
Sure.
Which, to me, being someone who's more primitive like that, like I'm not looking to the complexity of the beer. I like the can. I think it's funny. I think it definitely is relevant to today's craft revolution.
What do you mean?
And I like it. I think it's cool. I think, younger adults would prefer something that's funnier as opposed to something that's older and more religious.
Yeah.
So I think that if you're a 20 to 30 something, you're like, that's really funny. Tracksuit Santa. Like, I'm going to go work out and do CrossFit tomorrow. I'm going to drink 6 of these.
So what'd you say your number was?
Probably 3.5, 4, somewhere in there.
There's no Christmas song called The First.
Yeah,
Tracksuit
I mean,
Santa, though.
I'm a sucker for a can. So, like, I've bought stuff in the past. I forget what it was called. There was a purple can. It might have been called, like, Elephant something.
Abita Purple Haze.
Four Loco.
No, not
For
that.
Loco.
I've been there.
Four Loco. Oh, yeah. Shocking that. But if I were to buy it myself, I would rate it probably a 2.5, 3. So, like, if someone just gave me this like at a party,
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, it's good.
It's not your
I don't
money,
want another
though.
one. But if
Yeah,
I were to buy
okay.
it myself, I'd drink it all.
Because you bought
But
it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Beer economics would tell you to drink.
But if
But I
like
don't
you were at
want-
a party and someone gave it to you, you'd be
I
like,
wouldn't be
I don't
craving
want
another
another
one. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be craving another one.
I'm with you
Personally,
on that.
I
Yeah.
mean, just it's heavier to me.
How often do you guys like walk into the quick pack or whatever and you look for cans
Every time.
and what like catches your eye?
I think cool can art is cool. I think, like what we talked about with Thirsty Dog, right? They've switched and saved 30% of their operation costs by switching to cans over bottles. Well, I feel like everything that you see now that makes a lot of margin, right? It's $12.99. They're paying less to produce what they house their beer in, but they're making more profit margins, right?
Yeah.
So I think what separates them is like, how can I make my can stand out more than other people's?
Yeah.
Because people are like, ooh, fucking pretty colors. As opposed to like, oh, look, this has allspice, Kenny's favorite spice. And this, and this, and this, and this.
They're
I
literally
want to
just
try
looking
this.
for,
They're
like, a
looking
fun
for the
can.
coolest can. And I'm guilty of that.
That's why I was
As someone
asking,
who
like-
likes economic beer, I will be like, this beer is, I can get 30 of this. I like this. I can spend
Yeah.
$17. But I could also spend $13 on something that I like the flavor of, but the can is really fucking cool. And I can send it to my friends and be like, check out this cool fucking can.
Yeah. Like, I wonder how many people are like that, because when I walk in to a place, I just go to my go-to.
And you're probably not wrong.
I pass all the pretty shit. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't have time to read this shit. I don't care about it. I'm going to go with what I like.
Yeah.
You go in, you're like, okay, that looks pretty cool. Let me try that.
It's almost like a collection
Aspect, yeah.
Like, you're like, I want to, like, Kenny and I used to go to Anderson's, RIP Anderson's, but we would go there and buy other beer and be
Another
like, this
dead
beer's
person. Here
cool.
we go.
This beer's cool. Try that. Try this.
Take it to the throat.
And I think we kind of want to be like, hey, we're a trendsetter. We try this beer before other people.
Never said I'm a trendsetter.
Didn't say that.
Kenny's literally a
did
hipster.
not say that. That's how we are.
What are you, 1 to 5?
I'm probably a 1.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally going to drink this, and I don't want another one.
Yeah.
Like,
Ever.
you'll go to the bar and someone will say, hey, we have a Tracksuit Santa's on sale for $1.
I'm
and you'll be
good.
like,
No thanks.
You should open
I would
another
rather
bar.
pay more money for something else.
I kind of like Brett's view on this whole thing. I also would agree with you. It's a 1.
Yeah.
Somebody offers me it, I'll be like, yeah, like, you have this beer in your fridge. I understand you want to get rid of it, and I'm happy to drink it for you.
A garage beer, yeah.
Right. It's a good garage beer.
That's actually good beer,
yeah,
though.
yeah. So you're $13. So, like, yeah, I'm drinking a $4 garage beer. It's fine. I would never buy this beer myself.
Same.
Citra Noel, however, if they're still listening, hello,
They're not.
Hello.
Hello. Are you there?
Anybody there? You keep producing Citra Noel. I'm probably buying 12 of them.
yeah.
And
Okay.
drinking them for as long as I can.
I now want to try this.
Yeah,
Citrus Noel.
That's
Noel.
my feelings as well.
He
I
sold-
want to say citrus.
Kenny and Scott
Why
have
is that
sold
a
you on
thing?
it.
Well, because that's like an orange. You must be into oranges.
Yeah, orange peel. This has orange
I
peel
think
on
it's
it
just
too.
like a-
That's why. This has orange peel, so did the other one.
I just want you to make something great and then stick to it.
This is the
I get
beer.
it.
This is the beer I buy at the grocery store. Kenny comes over to my house. We work out. At the end of the workout, I bring it to Kenny, and then he drinks it.
You're like, get
Yeah.
rid of this.
That's yeah.
Like, okay.
Put it in your
So
throat.
same page,
Like
yeah.
throat. You know what I mean? Put it in your throat.
Sometimes it's beer.
Yeah. Well,
Pour it down your throat.
Hopefully it's beer.
So
Right.
I agree. I won. I think we're on the same page.
I think we went on a few different paths today, but we actually talked about the beer. So I guess we'll consider that a mild success.
Yeah, come on, Columbus. Do better.
Yeah, give us Citra Noel back, all right?
Yeah.
For all of us avid beer drinkers from yesteryear.
You could put Santa on a 3-wheeler on a Citra Noel can. And
Same.
I'll drink
Yeah.
the fuck out
Just
of it.
rebrand the can.
There you go.
Kenny,
Drink the fuck out of it.
I want you to make a heartfelt message to
Columbus
Columbus.
Brewing.
Yep.
Did this
So
not
I can
happen
tag
already?
them in it. I need it to be heartfelt.
I'll write a poem.
I want it to be on the fly, like right now.
Kenny,
like
you're a poet,
bring
dude.
it back. This
You
is
don't
my
know
shit.
it.
Not even aware.
You didn't know it. I get it.
Bring it back.
I get it.
I can't write a poem right now.
No, I just want you to give a heartfelt message that I can tag them in on social media 20 million times. You can do it.
We're
You
all present
spit
for
on the
this.
fly all
Give
the
it to
time.
us. Come on.
Columbus, I sacrificed my life for you.
He did.
It's disgusting.
All I want is Citra Noel.
Give it to him.
It's actually really good.
This is an abomination of what you were. Come back to who you were before this.
Yeah.
Citra Noel speaks to all the good in all of us. This speaks to nobody.
Nobody.
No
Beth
one
Bean
writes.
and Eric Bean, you heard it here.
Just so you know, no one rides trikes unless we're 65.
And play checkers.
And we don't do it in tracksuits. You know what we do?
Juicy suits. Juicy.
We sing the first Noel. That's when the angels chime in back on.
Break it.
I can. Yeah, we can make that happen.
No fucking sounds. That's pretty good.
That's it. That's all I got.
You're breaking his heart. Bring back Citra Noel.
It's a good monologue, Ken.
Yeah,
We love you. We want to love you.
This beer is bullshit and Citra Noel is delicious.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's trying to
And
say.
they're not even that different.
They're not that different, but
So fix it. You know what you have. You know what
You know
do.
what you did.
You have 7 days. Always give an ultimatum.
Thank you for
7
joining
days.
us this week. And our special guests, Brett Maynard and Scott.
Good
Thanks.
Rich.
Scott Calvin.
Didn't know if he wanted his last name.
Oh
mentioned.
no! Bleep that out.
Thanks for joining us today on the Malt Vault as we reviewed Columbus shitty Citra Noel.
Was it Nick says boner on?
I think he says that's a wrap.
Oh.
He doesn't say anything.
Oh man.